Ciao a tutti, that's Italian for hello everyone. And today we are diving straight into Italy's big question of the season, not pizza, not pasta, but passports. On June 8th and 9th, Italians are heading to the ballot box to vote on amending their citizenship law. And no, it's not to grant citizenship to cats in Rome's Colosseum. It's a lot more serious than that. Currently, if you are an immigrant living in Italy, you have to wait 10 years to even apply for citizenship. That's 10 winters, 10 Ferragostos, and 10 World Cups. Okay, maybe 3. But the referendum proposes to cut that to just 5 years. Not just that, children born to legal immigrants will finally get what they deserve citizenship at birth, instead of waiting until they turn 18. Shocking, right? That's a kid born in Rome who grows up eating lasagna and yelling Forza Azzurri still isn't Italian until adulthood. So, what brought this into the spotlight? The 2024 Paris Olympics. Italy's women's volleyball team, led by Paola Egonu and Mariam Sella, both of immigrant origin, won gold. Suddenly, Italy remembered, hey, those immigrants we didn't give citizenship to, they brought us medals. The debate flared up again because apparently, when immigrants win for Italy, they are Italian. When they ask for passport, they are foreign nationals. And the fact is, Italy is running out of Italians. Let's look at the numbers. Italy's birth rate hit a record low in 2023, just 1.2 children per woman, well below the 2.1 needed to sustain the population. Every year, tens of thousands of young Italians leave the country for better jobs in Germany, the UK, Canada, even Australia. Meanwhile, 23% of the Italian population is over 65, that's nearly 14 million nonas and nonos. And get this, net immigration is falling too. Even the immigrants are thinking twice. If things go like this, Italy's future could be weirdly silent. No bambini, no birthday parties, just pension checks and echoing piazzas. So expanding citizenship might actually be the shot of espresso this aging nation needs. And for those saying why not just give passports to Italians abroad, well, that loophole has just been plugged. Earlier, if your great grandfather sneezed near Rome, you could claim a passport, but now Italians abroad must follow the same citizenship process as other non EU folks, stand in line, prove residency, and wait. So much for blood is thicker than bureaucracy. Did you know over 80 million people of Italian ancestry live outside Italy? That's more than the current population of Italy itself. But they don't get fast track access anymore. Supporters of the referendum say it will rejuvenate the workforce, integrate immigrant kids early, stop brain drain, fill labor gaps in healthcare, hospitality, and agriculture. But there is a catch, or three. The current government, led by Prime Minister Giorgia Meloni, isn't thrilled. In fact, they are asking people to abstain from the referendum altogether. Why? Because if turnout is too low, the result won't count. Democracy, but make it optional. Even if it does pass, it's not binding. Parliament still needs to vote. And that's like expecting Italian trains to run on time. Meanwhile, a counter referendum is brewing, not to reduce but to increase the waiting period from 10 to 12 years. That's right. If at first you don't succeed in freezing immigration, try harder or slower. Sounds familiar? It's the same script dubbed in every European language. So let's get this straight. You are worried about children who already live here, go to school here, and know more about Italian history than some senators getting passports. Mamma mia, the horror. Look, immigrazione illegale deve essere fermata. Illegal immigration should absolutely be controlled and stopped. But if someone is here legally, working, paying taxes, raising kids, maybe let them join the club? Or do we keep asking them to play the game but never hand them a jersey? Also, let's not forget this isn't just Italy's dilemma. Everywhere from Germany to Japan, from Canada to South Korea, the story is the same. Low birth rates, aging population, labor gaps, yet somehow immigration is always the villain. And citizens voting against change are like people refusing to refill their car's gas tank because they don't like petrol prices. Good luck reaching the future that way. This referendum could shape Italy's next generation, so the real question isn't who deserves to be Italian, it's what kind of Italy do we want tomorrow? A country stuck in nostalgia or a country ready to grow, evolve, and say benvenuto to the future? Think about it. Grazie mille, arrivederci. See you in the next episode of Peace and Power. My name is Rahul Goyal, and if you like the video, kindly subscribe this channel, like it, share it, and tell your friends about this new journey.